Today we're going to turn this blank canvas, can you get out of the frame,
into this.
Today we're going to turn this blank canvas, can you get out of my frame,
into this.
Hey everybody, it's Jack from Atlantis Water Gardens. Today I'm with Ralph Bezad from Pondscapes AZ and Brian Hereford from Team Aquascape. If you watched last week's video, you saw Ralph and I build that incredible pondless waterfall in Hereford. Now we're about like 10 minutes away from that job.
Yeah. Keith and Polly actually went and visited Lee a few months ago, saw her pond and fell in love. So that is what we're gonna do today, is bring a piece of that paradise into their backyard.
Not only are we building this cool pond in Keith's backyard, here's Keith. You actually built some water features out front, right?
Yes, sir.
Why don't we go see those?
So obviously water is something that I've just grown up around, and you know, I kind of started looking online several years ago. I started watching your guys' YouTube videos, and first off I wanted to actually build a pond myself, but decided I would go and pull up Aquascape and run it by my wife to have you guys come out and take a look and see what you guys can do. And while I was speaking with Ralph and doing an estimate out here, you know, him and I talked about me possibly getting my hands dirty and trying it, and went ahead and decided I'd start with a fountainscape, as you know, it's probably the most simple one. And from there I was hooked right away. I finished this one off and really wanted something else to tie in the other end, and wanted to try my hands at a waterfall. And eventually, if this worked out, I wanted to go and get my CAC license. And so just one step away now. I got 2 of them in and looking for another one. But the pond was really, for me, an area just to kind of be able to enjoy and have my little getaway spot for my scripture reading and things like that. So, but yeah, so that's what's brought me here.
Keith did an amazing job on his 2 fountain features in the front yard. Now, why are we here? These are big rocks. Keith has an awesome rock dolly, but it's not big enough to handle these rocks. And he's still working on his skill set to get up to that level to build ponds. That's why he hired us in to come and help make that vision a reality in his backyard.
I love that he's so bitten by the water feature bug that now he's going to own 3 water features at his house, and hopefully he takes all this experience he's going to get this week with myself, Brian, and Ralph, and turns it into his living by becoming an aquascape contractor. So we hit our first challenge here while we're excavating the pond. We're hitting this really hard layer of caliche. This is a formation that happens from calcium and water over the years, and it's pretty common in this area, but you can see the stuff is like concrete. Like literally looks like a piece of concrete. This is probably like an 8 or 10 inch thick vein. It's very difficult to get through, and I'm actually hitting multiple veins of it. So I've got that one there, and now I'm down at another layer down here. I think we're pretty close to our elevation that we need on the bottom, which is good. We want to get down to 3 feet, so we got to muscle our way through this stuff. Fortunately, on the bucket of this machine, we have tiger teeth. Now these are for digging really hard surfaces, and the outside teeth have this V with a really sharp pointy edge to it. That's helping us at least get underneath the stuff. Then we've got the V teeth in the middle, Hopefully we can use that to really get underneath this stuff. See, we're pulling out big sections here and keep removing it.
That's all I got. I will say I heard you say something earlier today, and it is so important to kind of understand the type of soil conditions that you're digging in when doing this. If you came out here unprepared, let's say you had a different type of bucket and didn't have those tiger teeth, we couldn't dig this. You just couldn't. One of the big obstacles now is how to get rid of all this stuff. So we're getting, I don't know if you guys can see this, but if you come over here, you can really see the different layers. This is good stuff, bad, good, bad. So a good 2 feet of bad soil has to come out of here, and you can't use it up in your berms. You can't use it anywhere out on the property because nothing will grow in it. So we'll just get this finished, cleaned up. We've got a couple of loose piles of rock and gravel down here. I think we're ready for some sand. We're definitely going to want to throw sand over the whole bottom of this to give it a nice cushion. And then of course our rock pad. So we're going to put a lot of padding down. Then we get our rock in here. We're going to rock in this section of the pond. Then we'll fold our liner back once we get that stuff out of here and finish digging the rest of it. Because right now it has a pretty undesirable shape. It's just ugly.
Cold one today. It's like 20 something degrees here in Arizona. And we've already started moving some rock back this morning. I think what we're looking for today, at least to start out, Brian, is some stuff we can stand up, right? And that's why we're strapping this like this.
Yeah, this rock's gonna look so much better standing up. You know, this is the bottom, this is the top, and this may be the face, or the other side may be the face. And it's not necessarily that it's going to look better that way. You could 100% use this rock as what we would call a destination boulder, a rock that invites you to walk up on top of it. But we need to get vertical quick in a lot of these different spots in the pond, and we start laying them all flat, we would use twice the amount of stone. So we're just trying to take up surface area right now, and not surface area as much as, yeah, no, we'll call it surface area. We'll call it the vertical wall in the pond. We're gonna do this probably several times a day. Try to take some of these guys and get them to their fullest potential.
We want you to be your fullest potential. Go get it, rock.
Yeah, this rock was talking to me. It actually said, can you please stand me to my fullest potential?
I know I say this all the time, but this literally is my favorite part. I think it's your favorite part too, right?
Building the waterfalls?
Yeah.
Taking holes for the ponds is like super exciting.
Yeah.
But not even half as exciting as the waterfall.
I love the shape of the pond, but the waterfall, that's where everybody looks, right? They come out in the backyard and look through the window. It's like they see that water cascading. That's why it's probably the most important part of the job.
You can see where our waterfalls is going to start all the way up here by the biofalls. The key with this waterfall is really to twist and turn it and drop it in as many different angles as we can, so we avoid that staircase look that we all hate so much, including you guys. So this waterfall, if we can start dropping it almost on a 45 to the house, what's nice about waterfalls is they're visible from about 170 degrees, so we don't necessarily have to aim it right at the house to be able to see it. Even if I aim it this way, you'll still catch the profile of it. That's going to allow us then to put in a pool back behind this and then get a waterfall coming into that pool on a different angle. Here we've taken this big giant rock, sloped it in. The idea is when this water drops this way, this rock will cause that water to move out like that. We'll put another rock here, really narrowing this down quite a bit in here, probably to only 12, 15 inches wide. That's gonna help force the water out of here, which really accelerates that flow that we need and pushes all the debris out of here and over into our intake bay that way. So hopefully the rocks have the same vision we do, because if they don't, then it's kind of a nightmare.
What's interesting is I've never in my life heard anybody say it's visible from 170 degrees. Where did you come up with that?
I measured it.
You were such a liar. You didn't
look at
measure
180
anything.
like this.
Ed told
There's
me
no
that.
way.
70?
No, it's not. It's not
You can't
170.
see it from the side.
It might be
But
190
right
degrees.
Here, at 170.
That sounds like
I don't buy that. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. Can you see it from 170 degrees? I don't think so. I think it's more than that.
No.
Yeah, it's 100% more.
There's 180.
Let's go build a waterfall. Welcome to day 3 here on the pond build in Sierra Vista, Arizona. It's me and my bud Brian.
What's up, buds?
Gonna build a waterfall, show you people how we do it. How's that sound?
Let's show them step by step, you know? Rock
Step by
1,
step.
Rock 2, rock 3.
What do you guys think? Step by step, let's
Yep.
do it. Okay.
So we got one of the waterfalls done. Really, when we're building waterfalls, it's super simple. You have a big rock on one side, a big rock on the other side. These are what we normally call our frame rocks. And then we have a spill stone in between. With this one, it's a pretty simple waterfall, right? Just a big sheet of water. The only interesting that may happen with this one is if you see how this side's just a touch lower than this, what'll be really important is when we come in here, we're gonna want a lot of water to come over this, and most of it's gonna come here. So we're gonna have to come back in here and back this up, get something in here at the exact same level of this, which will then make this that much more interesting when we turn it on. And when we build the next waterfall, we're gonna kind of do the same thing. If you remember before, we talked a little bit about wanting to change the direction. So this one's facing that way. We really want to get this one facing like this. So we'll probably come in here with a big frame rock, figure out our spill stone, get in another frame rock, and then who knows, like as we're setting these rocks, maybe we'll be inspired to put another rock in front of it where it can hit something on the way down. Maybe one of the angles will allow us to do a drop off the top plus this one. Who knows? Well, you're gonna find out soon.
Ply 1-inch endless loop strap, so it just never ends. Gives us a lot of options.